The Justice Game. The Justice Game is a book written by Jeoffrey Robertson. ¿Alguno ha googleado sobre Jeoffrey Robertson por casualidad?
No, pero puedo hacerlo.
No, bueno, okay. It's a pity that they are not here because I want them to see. Okay. Let's look something about the author, Jeoffrey Robertson. In this YouTube, let's see. Okay.
Okay. A lawyer.
Lawyer, yes. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer from Australia. Can you see it? And it's a YouTube movie, a YouTube footage here. Okay. This is the lawyer. This is Jeoffrey Robertson. And they are the court of, I so love that Fabricio is here because you, Fabricio, are more, you are there in Europe, so you have the opportunity to be there also. Then you will have to tell us about this courtroom or the room or the trials there. This is the European Court of Justice. Yes. So first, an explanation here. Where are you? Valeria, would you like to read? No. Okay. Who wants to read, please? Anyone?
I do it.
Okay, thank you.
What follows is the Armenian side of the appeal hearing that took place in the Grand Courtroom of the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg, France, on the 28th of January 2015. Yeah. Armenia's Prosecutor General Jerov Kostanyan presents a brief sketch of the history of the Armenian genocide, is it?
Genocide.
Yeah. And introduces genocide, right? Yes. And introduces Jeoffrey Robertson, who is representing Armenia on behalf of Daughter Street's Chambers, a prominent civil liberties and human rights legal firm, which he founded and heads.
Yes.
The presentation challenged the appeal of a Turkish politician named Doğu Perinçek. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. Doğu Perinçek, all right, who denies that the Armenian genocide ever took place. Yes. Perinçek, said to be the leader of the Turkish Workers' Party, was fined in 2008 after calling the Armenian genocide an international lie during a visit to Switzerland. The international lie, wow.
Yes. So it's trial, yes, it's a trial by Perinçek against Switzerland at the European Court of Justice in Strasbourg, France. And our author, who is Jeoffrey Robertson, who is a barrister, represents an NGO that represents Armenia in this case against this person, Perinçek. So the composition is Perinçek against Switzerland, and Armenia is there in order to stand for the idea of genocide, and Armenia is there as amicus curiae, because Armenia is not the defendant. Switzerland is the defendant, you know? Okay, so I don't know who this person is. I don't care, but this is Jeoffrey. This is Jeoffrey. Well, can you listen to it or not? Please tell me.
No.
Cuando va así, no? Okay. Sorry. Entonces,
you have to share the sound.
Yes, that's the thing. Yes.
Up there.
Yeah. Okay, I will do it. Okay, there, share. Okay.
In Article 10 of the European.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Article 10 is the convention's way of saying, je suis Charlie. In the true Voltairean sense, of permitting people to publish information and criticism and satire, however offensive, so long as it doesn't cause harm. It sets up a presumption, does Article 10, in favor of free speech in a convention that protects other rights to dignity, such as the right to live free of race hatred or discrimination, the right to say, I am Jewish, I am Muslim, or I am Armenian, without fear that the race we happen to be born into will be stigmatized as inferior or subhuman. That is why Article 10 has its proviso, which permits speech to be restrained by law on those occasions when it is likely to and intended to cause harm, to incite racial violence or hatred. Now, in the mouth of a rabid racist with a doctorate in law and a political party at his back and people waving flags and fists outside this court now, genocide denial can have a double impact. It makes survivors of genocide and their children and grandchildren feel the worthlessness and contempt and inferiority that the initial perpetrators intended. And it incites admiration for those perpetrators and a dangerous desire to emulate them. In this case, the Swiss courts decided that Perincik's intentions were racist. They decided it. That his words in the Turkish language were designed to arouse his supporters in Turkey to hate Armenians and to applaud his hero, Talat Pasha, the Ottoman Hitler. Now, we acknowledge that some reasonable people will think the Swiss courts struck the wrong balance and that the antics of a character like Perincik are laughable rather than dangerous. Perhaps that doesn't mean the law itself contravenes the convention or that its application in this case should be decided in his favor. That would only follow if the Swiss courts were outside the margin of appreciation that is permitted to states in regard to laws that have the legitimate aim of combating racial discrimination, the actual crime of...
Okay. Could you grasp the idea of what he was talking about, more or less? What do you think? What was he talking about?
What it got my attention about what he said is, first of all, he was talking about freedom of speech, but this freedom of living and to say I'm a Jewish, I'm a Turkish, whatever, and you have to be respected because of that. And I wrote some things. I took some notes about the consequence of this genocide. That on the one hand, for the survivors, that they will feel like worthless and with inferiority, because if the world does not take into account all what happened in the real way as it happened, so the survival will feel worthless.
Yes.
And in the case of the on the other hand, it would be the what was the I don't understand my own reading.
No,
I'm sorry. It's like the amusement, let's say, of the perpetrators. So they will feel that, okay, let's continue, let's do more. So in
yes.
a way that the court have to take this issue seriously, let's say.
Yes.
More or less is what it caught my attention.
Yes, yes, yes. And well, who can tell me what he was wearing? What was the paraphernalia of the place? Who can describe the place?
The place, sadly, has nothing to do with the case that it's been on debate with the people that suffer this chaos. So the place is just a nice place, an accurate area, an accurate social condition, but it's just it's in Luxembourg, but with all the protocols that no one cares when it comes to human rights discussions.
Okay.
So I think it's one of the most complaining failures when it comes to human rights, that everybody just take precaution on their outfit or the area or different protocols, but not on the victims. So on human rights.
Then I will show you the result of the trial. Let's see. Another thing, what was this person, what was he wearing? What are the names? Okay, tell me.
Is the right word? It's like sorry, I saw that it was like a robe, a black robe covering all their bodies. I'm not sure if that's a. I saw the interpreters, and then the people were dressed in black long robes.
Yes,
that's what I could
they're
see.
called gowns. They are called gowns or robes, but the proper term is gowns. Another term is when they use something here, white, it is called a wig. A wig and a gown, something that is peculiar of these Anglo-Saxon types of trials, yes? And the hammer is called gavel, just like that. I remember because of Clark Gables, it's gavel, but it's not gavel, gable, it's not gable, it's gavel is G-A-V-V-V-V-A-L, gavel. That's the gavel, and you know that every time you see a gavel, you say, well, it's the judge, justice, lawyers. That's a symbol. It's an icon. Okay. Then now I wanted to show you the result, but the result I Googled it and I have it in Spanish. Sorry, but then you will see the result of the. It's awful. It's like my trials. Let's see here. I don't know. Here. Can you see it? Ahí están las chicas. Hello. You are back. Karen, Griselda. How are you? Karen, Griselda, Silvana. Welcome, Silvana. Okay. We are showing, hello. We're showing the result of a trial that we have been analyzing. During the trial, our author, Robert, I don't know, Robertson. Jeoffrey Robertson was one of the lawyers, one of the barristers. He was so passionate, and he was on behalf of Armenia against genocide. But the thing is that they lost the trial. Here it says, Corte Europea confirma el derecho de Perinček a libertad de expresión. He had been saying that there's no genocide, Armenian genocide, and it's a lie. So we have been seeing that this Jeoffrey Robertson was against this person, Perinček, at the European Court of Justice. We have been watching a little video, a short video, but the thing is that they lost the trial, unfortunately, in 2015. So they said that Perinček had the right to say that it's not a genocide, that is a lie. I don't know. That is something that you were talking about, Fabricio, that sometimes they are so clean, so neat, but they don't have they are not empathic with human rights violations and human rights victims. That's the thing. Okay, how are you, all of you? ¿Dónde están? María Costanzo, ¿quién más? Karen Botman, Griselda, ¿quién más vino? ¿Tomás?
Andrea.
Tomás se iba. Tomás. Andrea sin cámara. Well, no camera. Hello, Andrea. Juana Pérez Yanis ya estaba, ¿o no? Acá.
Hello, no, I have just arrived, sorry.
Okay, Juana, hello. You are for Diplomatura or for Seminario? Tell me.
Diplomatura.
Okay. we are here. So we were talking about this author, Jeoffrey Robertson, that I propose you to read just as a little reading, as a chapter, every week a chapter, for instance, of Jeoffrey Robertson, the Game of Justice. And so, sorry, I'm going to share again what I prepared for this topic here. Okay. Tengo que hacerlo, lograr hacer rápido esto, pero no se puede tan rápido. Okay, here. The Justice Game, optional reading. We have been watching a little short film related to Jeoffrey Robertson, and he was acting as a barrister at the courtroom, in the courtroom at the European Court of Justice. So the thing is that, who is this person, Jeoffrey Robertson? I have Googled him, and he's a lawyer. He comes from Australia. Who knows something about him? Anyone? Or no? No? Okay. He's a lawyer. He comes from Australia. He became a citizen from the UK. And he is always on behalf of human rights. In this case, in the trial, he's acting on behalf of Armenia. And he's side by side with the woman, the wife of Clooney, George Clooney, who is a lawyer too, a human rights lawyer. Okay, who can talk me a little bit about this Justice Game chapter? Anyone? Si no tengo para decir, pero díganme si alguna leyó un poquito. ¿Alguna o alguno?
Sí, yo leí.
Excellent. Algo.
Yes,
Tell me.
I can summarize a little.
Okay, tell me.
The author, a ver cómo decir. ¿Yo puedo decir en español?
Bueno, dale, sí, dale. Total, ya hemos hablado un montón. No problema. Tell me.
I'm sorry.
Como sea. En ruso. ¿Saben que Tatiana es rusa? Ella les puede enseñar ruso también.
Вы меня поймете?
Ahí está, mira. ¿Cómo se dice? No, dale. ¿Cómo se dice en ruso algo? Tell me.
En ruso, juego de...
Sí. Eso, ¿cómo es? Justice Game. ¿Cómo se
ruso.
dice en ruso? Dale, ¿cómo se dice?
Юридические игры. Puede ser una opción.
¿Cómo sería de nuevo? ¿Cómo sería de nuevo? Irigich.
Justice, a ver.
Se pone nerviosa, pero no tenés que ponerte nerviosa. Es lo que hay.
Justicia, pasa que en Rusia las palabras a veces se distinguen. Digamos que justicia, justice, en ruso es un poco diferente, tiene, digamos, un significado un poquito más amplio. Se puede decir en general, muy literalmente, que son igre justicia. O también el juego igre.
Okay.
Sí. Bueno, como entendí yo, el lenguaje es bastante complicadito para mí porque, bueno, yo entiendo bien más en campo de científico. Que,
¿Vos decís de nuevo a qué te dedicas o cuál es tu profesión?
Me dedico a biología molecular. Y de hecho tengo que leer un montón de papers en English.
Okay.
Pero eso tiene el lenguaje utilizado difiere, por supuesto, así que para mí es un lenguaje nuevo, no es totalmente, pero mucho tenía que mirar, traducir, leer varias veces, volver para entender.
Bueno, es un ejercicio para el cerebro.
Sí, a mí me encantó, sinceramente. Me pareció que el autor puso su corazón en lo que escribió. La idea es se criticaba un sistema de justicia en general que proviene de Inglaterra y se hereda en Australia, que el centro no son derechos humanos, sino como las leyes y cómo se interpretan. Y a veces dependen de dinero, de poder, y gana aquel que es un poquito más inteligente, digamos, pero no siempre es justo. Y como dijo, me salió de cabeza, sí, él dio algunos ejemplos de injusticias, digamos, que pasaron, que digamos, todo el libro se dedica de toda cronología de casos de que en que él participaba o
sí,
digamos,
esa es una de las ideas. Yo las puse ahora en la siguiente slide. Es algo relativo a la cronología. Excelente. Ok.
Sí.
Okay. Who can add something more to those ideas? Anyone?
I'm sorry.
Tell me.
No, go ahead, Marcela. Go ahead, Marcela.
Okay.
It's okay. No, that what I liked from these pages is the phrase that he said that sometimes law is used as a tool for oppression, and that what he wants to show in this book is that how it can serve as a lever for liberation.
Excellent.
So so it's a question as it was just said, that this question of the one who has power against the one who hasn't power.
Yes.
So this you mentioned this last class, the fight between David and Goliath.
Well, David and Goliath type of
Goliath.
David and Goliath type of trial. It's an expression. The David and Goliath type of trial. Yes.
And well, so that's the justice game in the way in which David can win, not always, but at least, I mean, a fair battle.
Excellent. Okay. So here I made my summary. Griselda, would you like to read the first part?
Okay. Preface of the Justice Game. Jeoffrey Robertson,
human rights
defense attorney or advocate. He may work as barrister, pleads case in court. International Court of Justice, European Court of Justice.
There is the place where he acts as a barrister. Yes, International Court of Justice and European Court of Justice. Yes.
He starts with a missing person case from Vietnam. He says that the book is an attempt to explain why justice matters.
Yes.
He works with the case method, precedent method. The book chronicles a sea change in the attitudes of justice.
I highlighted that because it's an expression. A sea change is saying a huge change, a sea change in the attitudes. Yes. Okay.
Like a wave bay. Okay.
Yes, it's very big change.
Partly.
Yes, partly generational
and partly. Really.
Yes.
Partly generational and partly so the influence of human rights treaties. The book argues from freedom of information and libel law changes for abolition of blasphemy, for proper inquiries into violent deaths, for a privacy law, for a commission against corruption. The chapters come chronologically rather than logically, spanning 25 years.
Spanning. So it's abarcando.
Yes. He thanks the client who entrusted him with their battles and encouraging him to write about them.
Encouraged him to write about them. So the clients apparently, first of all, made them the clients because they entrusted him with the matters, with the problem. And then after the problem, after a trial, they encouraged him to write about them. Okay, so here you may see we have been watching a short video that I will upload to the virtual classroom, and we have already done that. And the Armenia Perinček case, and in the Armenian Perinček case at the European Court of Justice, this person Perinček was the person who said that the genocide, Armenian genocide, was not a proper genocide and it was a lie. But the thing is that even though Armenia had a very good representation, because Jeoffrey Robertson was the one that represented Armenia, they lost the trial. That was the thing that we were reading just then, and it is in Spanish, unfortunately. And quickly I searched for the result. Okay, I think that we have reached the final part. I will stop sharing now. Very long and fruitful lesson, I think. ¿Cómo fue para ustedes las chicas del seminario? Pregunto. Cuéntenme.
Excelente. Law, family law.
Porque Tomás se estanca. Por eso tengo miedo. No sé. Ah, bueno. ¿Las chicas del seminario 1 están acá todavía? ¿Algunas? ¿O no? Ah, no, están todas con Daniela, claro.
They went with Daniela. Yes.
Meeting. Ok. Well, voy a hacer una fotita. A ver, pongan la carita linda. Ok. Bueno, gracias por estar. Gracias por acompañarnos.
Gracias.
Es muy, muy importante.
Me encantó.
Gracias, muy buena clase, gracias.
Ay, gracias.
Gracias por la explicación de lo del
interesante.
Classroom y todo.
Sí, bueno, nos ahorraste un montón de trabajo.
Nos ahorraste un montón, sí,
Bueno,
gracias.
véanlo. Y el doctor Luis Serrano Díaz, tenemos que lograr que pueda entrar, porque la universidad, yo no entiendo cómo puede ser, en la universidad van siempre para atrás, perdón que no me están escuchando, porque
ya dejaste grabar.
el tema tecnológico, no lo saben. Si yo fui en avanzada, yo hace 5 años que estoy haciendo educación a distancia, cuando nadie hacía educación a distancia, yo lo hacía con una classroom gratuita que se llamaba Schoology. Después, para lograr que pusieran, bueno, el año pasado, cuando se les vino la pandemia encima, se les vino la noche encima, no sabían qué hacer, y yo estaba re canchera, pero bueno, siempre es un tema tecnológico, bueno, y ahora con el tema
tecnología.
Qué bárbaro, y con el tema tecnológico económico ahora, porque cómo hacer para poder pagar, si tanta plata no es, lograr es que, ¿viste? Bueno,
pero sabes que
hay ciertas dificultades.
Yo, por ejemplo, yo que tengo la computadora corporativa, yo trabajo en IPF, y nos anularon este año el Zoom, no lo podemos usar en la máquina de la empresa porque tiene problemas de seguridad. Entonces tengo que usar el Zoom en el celular, porque no lo puedo usar en la computadora.
Claro, tiene
y el
Meet,
claro, el Meet sí lo deja usar, lo podemos usar en la compu, pero también empezaron a haber esos problemas, ¿viste?
Sí. Bueno, muchas
seguro
gracias.
Seguro que se va a resolver, así que el curso está muy interesante. Bueno. Realmente vamos a aprender mucho tanto de derecho internacional, los derechos humanos, que es pues algo esencial, ¿no? Para todos. Y también, por supuesto, del inglés. Así que I'm very happy with this course.
Oh, thank you. Fabricio, no nos abandones también, por favor, dale.
No,
Fabricio,
here.
no, please.
It is just that for me at this time of tomorrow, for you it's going to be tomorrow, it's 10 to 1 a.m. and I am
such a sacrifice for you.
6 a.m. and at this certain point, for being honest, my head is a mess between English, Spanish, and a bit of German.
German.
Romance.
So at this point, I control myself not to speak because there are many things that I cannot really say it in English. I can say it in German, and I don't wanna sound like an idiot. So at this point, I'm just hearing and not speaking.
No, but you speak very well.
Yes. La idea es que no tengamos vergüenza, que por más que sonemos como lo que sea, por más que sonemos de cualquier manera, hablemos, porque la única forma de desarrollar el inglés es hablar, así que aunque les parezca que van a sonar mal, que los tienen que esperar, qué sé yo, hay que intentarlo, esa es la idea, porque si no, bueno, si es por eso, nos vamos y cada uno lo habla en su casa o solo escucha, pero hay que perder la timidez y hay que hablar como
Igual me da la sensación de que al principio de la clase uno entiende como menos
obvio,
y hablas más trabado. Y después en el medio de la clase no sé qué pasa, que el oído solo se acomoda.
Viste que se acomoda. Bueno, esa es la idea. ¿Viste? Así que, bueno, inmersión. Bueno, gracias por estar y entren en la clase, en el aula virtual, y a los otros dos, a los que no tengo en el aula virtual, se los voy a mandar en el WhatsApp group.
Please, thank you. I'm really lost.
Bueno,
gracias. Thank you very much.
Gracias, gente.
Bye bye.
Chao.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Nice weekend.
Chao, nice weekend.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.